Hi, this is Dorothy from TaiChiBozeman.com/rawfoodblog, and this video on stuffed bell peppers is also brought to you by FaveDiets.com. Aren't these beautiful bell peppers? Bells are amazing. They're an excellent source of vitamin C and A. They are two powerful antioxidants. They reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, and they're full of lycopene, which is great for cervix cancer and bladder cancer, pancreatic cancer, and prostate cancer, and full of fiber, of course. You can fill bell peppers with anything you like, all sorts of mixtures of sprouted grains and sprouted beans and nuts, and one of my favorite ways is the au gratin, which is squash and apples, which is really good. But today we'll do Mexican style, so I'm going to fill this with 1 cup of sprouted garbanzos, also called chickpeas. What I did was I filled these chickpeas up with water and then let them sit for a day, and then poured off the water, which you can do with this kind of cup with the holes in the bottom, and then let it sit for about 1.5 days until they sprout. Now with chickpeas, you don't want them to sprout too long, so don't leave them like for a couple days because they'll get fermented. You can see the little sprout possibly, and you can smell them. After 1.5 days, they shouldn't have a fermented smell. The only way you want to use the fermented smell possibly is if you're using, if you're going to make it into hummus, and then you want it slightly fermented. Anyway, we use a cup of chickpeas, which are also great for cardiovascular health, by the way. High in fiber, and they really control your blood sugar, so they're a great diet food. They're rich in potassium, magnesium, and phosphorus, as well as other things. So use a cup of garbanzos and half a cup of walnuts, and 1 avocado. Isn't that a beautiful avocado sitting next to the lime? We're just going to put it all in the food processor and process it till it looks like mock refried beans. 1 clove of garlic, and the juice of 1 lime. You could possibly use lemon too if you didn't have any lime around. And then for the spices, it's a teaspoon of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper and cayenne, and 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then taste it afterwards, and you might want to add a little bit more salt, or next time a little bit less cumin, less cayenne. It depends on how hot you want it. And then we'll blend it. Not going to blend it till creamy. You can if you want, but just slightly chunky. I'm going to scoop down the sides for a second to get some of those chickpeas. Very pretty dish. The green next to the bell peppers would make a really good party dish for your raw food party. And then you fill it. What I did was wash the bell peppers and chop off the ends and then take out the seeds. And what I'm going to do with the tops is make a nacho cheese sauce, which I'll show you in the next video. I'm going to leave a little bit of room here so I can put in some salsa and corn. You don't have to do this part. So a little bit of our homemade salsa. And a little bit of corn right off the cob. there you have stuffed bell peppers from Dorothy at taichibosman.com/rawfoodblog. Also from favediets.com. Look for the next video where I'll show you how to make nacho cheese sauce. Enjoy!